Hello, so here I am answering the questions about the makerspace. The first one is to define 3 or 4 goals of the makerspace in the classroom. Some of the goals that I found throughout the articles was to prepare and train students for tomorrow, for the future, by helping them to develop skills like curiosity, creativity, and the ability to learn on their own, especially because we don't know what the future will hold and we don't know what kind of technological advances we will have by the time they are in the workforce. So I think this will definitely help them do that. Also, to help students learn to use tools and processes to help them reach their own goals and realize their own ideas. I think this is a great way to kind of motivate students to try new things, to through the process of exploration and to find new things and advance in those. And also, another goal that I found was to develop educational context that link the practice of making to formal concepts and theories to support discovery and exploration while introducing new tools for advances, design, and new ways of thinking about making things. I think that is important. I think, um, you know, through these makerspace activities, it is easier for children to make the connection from theory to the actual process of doing something, because they're actually applying the skills that they have learned and actually utilizing them to do something. The next question is, how does the classroom maker space support the idea from this course of importance of play to learn? Well, from the beginning, from just reading the article, the first thing that it mentions was that the maker movement was founded in experimental play, which is the process of children finding out the possible uses of items through exploring them. Makers give it a try. They play with technology to learn about it, from taking things apart to seeing how things work. They try to do different things with items that even the manufacturers might not have thought of. And from that, they develop new ideas that can be applied to the real world, and or even start new business ventures. Um, Makers, and the ability of them to play, also, they can makers believe that real learning occurs through process of play, and that more time should be spent on play in school rather than the traditional, form of learning that we currently focus on, a lot of like the standardized testing and stuff like that. And also through play, children are free to explore and find alternative meanings and ways of doing things. It brings out the innovator in them, which not only helps them to learn, but also helps them develop their cognitive ability, because they are tinkering with things, they are finding new ways to do things and to problem solve. So if they try something while playing or exploring and it doesn't work, they try it again and try to find what actually works, what makes it works. The next question is, identify 3 important strategies, teaching ideas or learning environment ideas from the Makerspace Playbook that you feel are relevant to you as an early childhood educator. Some of the things that stuck out to me was that the Makerspace does not have to be a dedicated location, like a permanent location, which I think is a nice thing, because we don't, maybe in the schools today we might not have a room that we can dedicate just to that. So it can be temporary locations, or like libraries, or even it's at like tents in a park where kids can come and explore and play, and or even like make your own space in the classroom. I think that is a great alternative. um, Another thing, what I liked is that how it said that working with different teachers and bringing students from different forms of classes like tech ed and maybe like regular class together, and have them work on projects together. I think that allows them to kind of feed off each other, explore different ideas, and put them into use. um, I think it also is important that the design process of a makerspace, that teachers should consider the balance between promoting social interactions when working in groups and also allowing students the privacy when they choose to work on their own. I think that's also another aspect and a strategy that teachers need to be able to utilize in class, so that way they can determine and make accommodations to the students that they don't want to work in a group, they want to work independently and then share their ideas. Also, I think it is another important thing that we as teachers should consider is that we need to include diverse tools and materials, and that they need to be visible and easy to find, to help students and give them the nudge to make projects, to think of ideas how to make things. Also, I think it is vital to students' motivation to show off their work and to create a space for their work to be displayed. So I think those are things that, and strategies that can be applied in the classroom, and I think that they can be easily accommodated, to make these spaces something that students will enjoy, and that can help them learn and possibly think of new ways of doing things, and help to find maybe their nudge, maybe their way, or something that they like, and pursue it.